Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV, proudly backed by Ladbrokes, and what a day it has been. I'm here outside Stoke's ground for a mad game of football. Yeah, Liverpool went a goal down. We were abysmal in the first half, genuinely dreadful, one of the worst halves, if not the worst half of football Liverpool have played this season, and at a time of the season where you're thinking, come on Reds, press on, and you're thinking, come on, what are we going to see from Liverpool? And we saw nothing. We were genuinely awful. You know, we went for three at the back and it didn't work. We had players playing out of position, players who didn't seem to know the position they were in. Dejan Lovren and Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side in particular. Dejan looked like he didn't know whether he was a centre half or a right back. Trent didn't look like he knew whether he was meant to be a right wing back or a right back or a forward. It was crazy, and the amount of joy they had in the little spaces between those two players was worrying. And the kid, you're just thinking, every ball they put into the box is causing us problems, and it's going to lead to a goal. They had a goal disallowed very early on, and that put us as fans on edge. And then obviously to get the goal, it's inevitable. It's Walters. It's what he does against us. As much as we massively dislike him, I think he just does it for fun, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, and then we go in at half time, and I'm looking around. I got to chat to a few people. I think the general mood was, this is terrible. You know, what are we going to do? What can the manager do? You know, we know we've started with Coutinho and Firmino on the bench, and you can only imagine that's simply because the fitness. It must be a fitness thing. But what Tom and I were saying to another coming down is, if they're on the bench, I'd rather have them on the bench than it be the other way around, because if you can't complete a full game, I'd rather us tire them out. Maybe I feel like that was the plan. Like the first half was almost like, we'll just keep it tight, which we never did, unfortunately, so the game plan was a bit shit. And then maybe, you know, we'll bring the quality on. I don't think they were meant to come on at half time, but they did, and they completely changed the game. And what a second half from Liverpool. It went from being Stoke completely the dominant side to us, you know, massively on top. And we had a couple of hairy moments. I mean, in particular, Simon Mignolet, take a bow. What a performance. We were talking on the Final Word show this week and saying that, you know, if we'd signed Simon Mignolet last summer, if we'd signed him instead of Karius, and this was his first season at Liverpool, we would have no qualms over that goalkeeping position whatsoever. He handled things that came into the box. He made at least two absolutely top draw saves to keep us in it. But then Liverpool's attacking intent was there for all to see, and Daniel Sturridge coming on as well. You know, again, we know what he doesn't do. He doesn't press. He doesn't get stuck in, but he's got a touch of class, and we just looked a much better team all round. And Coutinho ran everywhere. Firmino looked lively, and we looked like we could have scored more and more goals. You know, and that was the only annoyance, that we made it as nervy as it was. You know, the last few minutes, I must admit, my heart was in my mouth once or twice, but the Reds got over the line. I strongly implore you to watch the story of the match videos and watch the goal reactions and stuff, because some of the scenes from inside that stadium were genuinely out of this world. There's a happy fan. But yeah, it was brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Subscribe to the Redmen TV by clicking the icon. If you want to watch some of the reactions from inside the ground, you can do. Click here. They're amazing. Ta-da.